Did we just get some characters as assists? Nope, I guess not. Well, it is what it is. Anyway, hello you two. 3. For the record, yes, I know what's up with the dude with the red hair on the right side. I do know, yeah, we're just gonna crack open the spoilers. Yes, I know he's the traitor for Wano and ends up fucking people over, and he's, on, what's his name? Was it Orochi? Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be very interesting to get into that. Unfortunately, since I've been so far removed from One Piece, I don't remember the samurai's name on the left. Ugh, God, it's been a bit. Got him. And Rebecca's assist. Rebecca's assist is fine, so that's gonna be useful in the back pocket at least. So that's cool. Anyway, we need to rest up for sure. Fuck me running. Yeah, doing so will get your green bar back to maximum. I don't remember this only taking 7 turns before. I thought for sure these took way longer than that. Anyway, hi Cavendish. We gotta put an upstart femboy in his place. I think we do. Let's rock and roll. Anyway, yeah, looking at these assists also reminds me that I mentioned up front that the Mizumi wiki does exist for this game, but it's like extremely freaking bare bones. There's no way Automod just blocked that. Anyway. Sick. Can I land a combo with Luffy at some point? Sure, let's do this. That almost worked. That would've been sick. Trying to stagger him right now. Let's go. I want to go down, but this is fine too. Fuck it, rip it. Nice punish, okay. There we go. Finally managed to get enough room for that one, because if you do too close to the wall, they can tech off. Oopsie. But yeah, the Mizumi Wiki does exist for the game. If you're not familiar with that website, it's a really good repository for a lot of old fighting game information. I consult that like all the time for like what are the games? Nitro Blasters, Melty Blood to a capacity. And also you do have some information for Extreme Rotonin. But that being said, unfortunately, there's like nothing there for this game. The most they have is like a 1-page sheet of what every 1-point assist in this game is. I've talked to Griffin Bones about it. Apparently there are plans to eventually beef up a little bit, but that's just not materialized yet. Okay, so we have 3 options for where to go next. Option 1, generic town that may or may not be log town, I'm not sure. Option 2, generic island. No option 3 here, okay. Yeah, even though the map tells you that you have 3 options you can go with, sometimes that's not always the same thing. So you just kind of gotta bear with it. Let's go to the town, why not? I feel like in my practice first run of this game, I may have just gone to the middle island, so let's walk around a little bit, why not? It is very funny seeing the islands in the distance just emerge like they're like rising from the sea, but like vertically. It's so funny. And just like that, next island is Ahoy. Alright. There's different ways to get interactions with different assists if you just choose different routes or whatnot. I'm not sure what all these variables are, but since there's 80 assists in this game, you can rest assured there's a lot of different ways to get characters. And that being said, that's part of the reason why this Let's Play is not going to be all-encompassing for this game, because yeah, everything is in Japanese and nothing's really cataloged online, so yeah. But I still want to tackle this game anyway because the novelty of Extreme Rotonin was so fun, and this game is just doable enough that I did want to show off a little bit. Sure, let's go with the first option, why not? Dang, unfortunate. But yeah, if you make enough mistakes, you can get assist. I think even characters to mutiny against you. I don't know if there's a direct way to actually lose here outside just losing combat, but you know, don't want to mess around too much or anything. Oh, hi, Bellamy. It's gonna be so funny getting to Justin Cook's very different take on Bellamy when I get further into the tournament, but still, man, this is really hilarious how he's just so cooked out to Doflamingo. Sure, let's go with the first option, why not? I got something up, that's cool. But yeah, any characters you, the rats of this arc, that's probably a good way to put it, actually, knowing what I know. Being cucked out to Vegeta, being cucked out to Frieza. Being cucked out to Beerus. Anyway. Do we actually get him or not? Well, while I'm thinking ahead, I may as well be able to show us off anyway. Alright. I'm not sure which option actually is. That's items you can use. Cool. Again, no calendaring for which one is, so don't really care that much. Now, where things do get pretty decent, however, is when the hell do we get you? Is here. So we have a certain amount of points accrued that we can actually spend on characters. So for example, our total amount of points is down there on the bottom, and the points required for our next level up is the one above it. And we can just kind of keep putting points in. Pretty handy. That being said, though, I'm not sure exactly what increases. Okay, so there's 3 different stats here. One of them is fame, one of them is something else. I forgot what the other one is too. But if you're able to crank these up, you will get access to more options as well. And I think, I'm not sure about doing it for the assist does necessarily, but either way, you have some options to fuck around a little bit with. Why not? See what happens when we keep doing an adventure. Sure, why not? Yay. Again, I'm noticing that usually the first answer is like the more direct approach. The second answer is usually more cautious. The third one may or may not be ignored. But yeah, generally you can figure your way through the story mode if you have a little bit of time invested into it. Let's try this one. Why not? Hi, Cavendish. Sure. Cool. I'm not sure what I got necessarily, but hey, it's cool. And of course, obviously, the more of these you do get... Hi, Garp. Or Garp. Sengoku. I'm not sure how the hell I just got Sengoku out of completely nowhere, but alright, cool. Alright. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Hi, Koala. Koala's not playable in this game, right? But she's an assist. Hopefully I can get her. Do we have anything we can do? Sure, first one, why not? Oh, that might be leveling up your fame or something, now I think about it. Yeah, the more fame you do, I believe it does give you access to more events that you can get more characters in. So, yeah, generally want to get these right. Now, if you want to be really anal or attentive as an English player, if you don't know Japanese, what you can do is you can literally translate all these through Google Translate and like see which option seems the best for your character. I don't care nearly that much. It's a cool idea. I don't think you need to put that much stock into this game. Because again, you can download a save file from the Discord in order to just have everything unlocked anyway. So it's kind of a bit of a non-starter, but you know, I like the feeling of organically unlocking stuff, you know? I don't know who you are. Oh, are you one of the dolls or something? Okay, I did something cool. Again, I don't want to leave you guys too out of the dark, but I don't have much else. You say you were in Dressrosa. I feel like you cut yourself off. Yeah, I'm in Dressrosa. I'm at the very start of the arc where it was shown that the flame fruit is available for grabs if for the winner. And of course, obviously, I've done Let's Plays of these games enough, and I know enough through osmosis that I know what's happening in the story. But yeah, it's still like, I know shit's gonna be really slow. Hell, another accident. What we got? Okay. I wouldn't mind using Cavendish, but I have not practiced him at all yet. Alright, we got Sengoku, and I think Beppo's got something of a good assist. Let's keep him on. Why not? Anyone know who that little dwarf girl was? She only really shows up near the end. Ah, it's gonna be funny then. Anyway, hello, like every villain under the sun. How are you doing today? So I'm gonna real with you guys. Maybe it's because of the arc I'm in. Maybe it's because like I'm hyping myself up a little bit for what he's gonna be doing. But I think I consider myself a bit of a Doflamingo man in this game. He's really fucking fun. No, you don't, sir. I'll be able to rip that closer. Might be able to do something with that. Anyway, yes, hello again, Guild Tesoro. Someday I will use you in a video game to some capacity. Nope. By the way, you know how I mentioned that every character has that not generic, like an install they can do for themselves to buff some of their stats? Guild Tesoro is basically turns him into Urian from Street Fighter 3. Not kidding, he literally gets like age reflector. It's kind of fucking crazy, actually. Actually, on that note, when we get to Nami later, she also plays like another character in a fighting game. Namely, Venom, I think, from Guilty Gear. Okay, Beppo's not nearly fast enough to confirm with that. That's fine. I'll just get some free damage off of this. But no, one of the stories is absolutely fucking boring to go through, which is actually Kid and Blackbeard's, because of course it is. Have you seen the characters involved? But later on, you do get access to Doflamingo. I'm like, oh shit, he's really fucking fun. I think actually Griffy Bones himself does main this schmuck. So all the better. There we go. Also, I haven't played many One Piece games, but want to don't often go to Doflamingo. Maybe I should, but the string clause does feel weak. I understand that. If I spent more time with Burning Blood, I did want to put more time into full power Doflamingo, who has the DLC version that's even more powerful than the base version, which is fucking crazy. Hello, Not King. Kid to become a better character as time goes on. The one good thing about him is he got deep six by Shanks in a very funny fashion, so there's that, I guess. Answering those definitely gives you some sort of different benefits. Oh, Rebecca, do you know who that is yet? I don't think you do. Isn't that literally her dad, by the way? Wait, was Rebecca the princess, or was that the Christina V character? Yeah, really showing I'm lacking my knowledge in fucking One Piece right now, since I'm not too far into Dressrosa whatsoever. You can hurt Kyle. Why is that a question? Who needs to ask themselves that question? That's so funny. All right. And now moving on, I think. Hello, giant jellyfish. Oh, okay. I remember this one almost explicitly. It's like, oh, there's a weird looking fish. What do we want to do? Do we want to try eating it, avoiding it, or observing it? I'm going to try eat it. Assumably something happens. Maybe. Knowing Luffy, something's always happening to him, so not even that big a deal. Okay. Something happened. Not sure what that is, though. That's something Kid said after Luffy punched Kyle. No fucking way. He actually had to ask that question out loud. Man, dude deserved to get bullied by Shanks. Oh my god. Alright, so Middle Island, whenever you get to it, is always, I think, going to be this wreckage of ships. And it's always going to be a boss battle. I say boss battle. It's generally just going to be a fight against a major villain for your arc. In this case, obviously, Doflamingo. Because, yeah, checks out. Bros are the big bad here for a reason. Although we're far enough into the story at this point that we do have Gear Force Luffy and also showing off the Awakened Devil Fruit abilities for Doflamingo. Which, by the way, is Doflamingo the first character to showcase an Awakened Devil Fruit? I mean, obviously not counting the cow dudes from Impel Down, but I think he might be. Was there someone else in One Piece at any point before this that showed off as an Awakened Devil Fruit? I'm not sure. No, forget a kid has Conqueror's Hockey. What? You forget because what the fuck do you mean he has Conqueror's Hockey? I mean, okay, I know obviously we're giving out Conqueror's Hockey like fucking candy sometimes. Holy shit, dude. Anyway, enough of that shit. Enough of that absolute nonsense. Yeah, I gotta bring him along. Okay, let's see. Who are we taking this one? Yeah, I'm actually not too impressed with Beppo's assist now I think about it. So let's try you and you. I remember Kinemon, that's his name. Fuck. Kinemon might have a half decent assist. I'm looking for strike assists that are able to help extend combos. There's a few of them like that, but I just don't have them yet. Alright. Oh, I did have the meter for that. Cool. Hello, Sengoku. Oh, that did something. Because we wanted him to actually get himself out of corner. Ow. Alright. Nice. Okay, you can extend what the Kinemon's assist. Hell yeah. So I can do shit with this. I feel like I lost some meter randomly just now. Alright, let me try this. Not getting my ass kicked, namely. Just need to force my way in. Fuck. Yeah, I'll take it. Fine. We'll use it in filler where he fails to knock out Beast Pirate Fodder. He uses a grace. We're still having filler in One Piece at this point in time. Holy crap. Absolutely insane. Anyway, YouTube, I want everyone to know that this is my very first One Piece game I'm doing solo, and I am a little bit intimidated by that because obviously, even though One Piece is not my favorite anime, like, period, I'm still a good halfway behind because I'm only on episode 632 out of like 1300 right now. And there's a lot of things that get lost that you just forget about over the course of 600 plus episodes. But that being said, I know that chat's going to be ever on top of things for keeping me in the loop about stuff. But yeah, luckily there's not a lot of story in this game directly to keep track of, so it's not that big a deal. Anyway, beat the shit out of Doflamingo the first time. Yay! Alright, we got options. Kinda. So we got Guild of Sorrow's little ship over there. And we have another question mark island. By the by, every single one of these bland looking areas is called a limited area. Again, I'm not sure what is up with these actual generic as fuck names, but well, it is what it is. Yeah, let's go to Guild of Sorrow's casino, why not? It's like, God, this movie was so goofy. I'm probably due to rewatch it at some point in time, but I still don't watch Film Gold. I watched it one time. I wasn't impressed. Brandon also thought the movie was kind of terrible. In fact, honestly, One Piece movies since Film Z have kind of not been hitting as hard. I think the last one, I forgot what it's called, the one with Shanks' daughter, was pretty good. But yeah, for a bit there was a good dry spell on good quality One Piece movies, unfortunately. But anywho, let's go ahead and start exploring. Why not? I watched Z like 2 or 3 months ago. I need to watch it again. That was kind of the movie that really got me into One Piece. Brand showed me fuck, what is it called? It's not Strong World because I keep thinking that's the one with the other dude in it. Is it Strong World? Maybe it is. No, okay, it is Strong World I'm thinking of because the other one's Stampede. Hi, Jinbei. Why are you doing a shimmy? Anyway, what was my point? Right. So I was starting with Strong World. That was a decent movie. Hi, Jinbei. Wait, I have Jinbei playable, right? I hope to God I do. Get on the boat, Jinbei. Yeah, seriously. Fuck Big Mom. We'll deal with her later. Film Z was really good, but then obviously Film Gold was pretty boring. I don't know necessarily even about bad, but I would say just boring, really. You know? Unfortunate it is, but yeah. Stampede was pretty terrible though. I feel like it was trying to almost like be the entirety of a Dragon Ball Z arc by itself with Super Buu. It's like, oh god, it's just a constant fight. Long fights are fine, but you need to break them up with story. I forget who this Mook is. I think he's also from Film Gold. Probably. Anyway, we're playing as Luffy, so we're gonna go with the first option. I'm not sure what the red up does. Unfortunately, the red and green letters are never on screen long enough for me to run a Google Translate, run on. But, well, I imagine it's something that's good for us anyway. Anyway, my notoriety is still going up, so that's pretty good. Try this, why not? Hi, Cavendish. Sure, first option? Nope, that wasn't it, whatever it was. Some of these are kind of goofy scenarios, so it's a little bit of a shame that all these are kind of just very throwaway, and also so many of these just keep coming up. Hi, kid. Did I have to bully you now? Was getting bullied by someone else not enough for you, sir? Okay. Odds are we haven't seen Dressrosa Cabbage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll keep on keeping him on. He's a pretty good assist for what I'm trying to do. Bring him along as well. All right, I think I got a decent combo down now. Okay. Oh, wait, no, one is a really good assist. I'd like to have one of them, please. Cool, we do have this entire level, though. Yep, that's a fucking great assist, by the way. I don't know if it's a command grab, but he's, like, so fucking fast. Damn, too slow. Get this going. Ooh. It's not a real combo. Do not believe it is. I whiffed. Yeah, you can see even just like by my movement. The movement just gets you so much meter. Holy shit. Especially when you jump forward. Alright. If you want an easy combo with Luffy, by the way, this. Grizzly Magnum combo is really easy out of your air unique attack. Really easy stuff. Kid had the Cat Viper and a Giant Slayer on his team. Was the Cat Viper on there? I think I missed that. I'll be taking your hose now. I hope. Sure. Absolutely. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. I'm never going to use Kid, so it's kind of a little bit of a moot point, but alright. Actually, truthfully, I didn't know you can get Kid here anyway, so that's kind of funny. Sure. Keep on keeping on. Kid has a crucifixion move, shows me that he had no moveset at the time. Yeah. I saw him use it, but I don't know, I've used Kid before, but I don't remember where the hell that move would come from. So, got me there, actually. I'll see what I can do with Kid when we actually get to him, though. The slide, though. Okay. Okay, I will say that... Man, on the one hand, this is a great, really hot woman, female design in a vacuum. But on the other hand, it's like... Man, we still got Robin in the same movie. Why don't we see more redheaded women in One Piece, not to think about it? Kind of a shocking thing, actually, to think about. Anyway, I'm not reading all this. Nor can I, anyway. First option, sure. Kid crucified some dude once he got to the new world. He's a horrible person. Yeah, it sounds like something you do. I guess it's because Nami's the main character. True! Very true. It is hard to stack up to Nami, absolutely. Kid, I don't fucking care. Get out of here. Sure, whatever. Oh, dude, whatever. You know, it's a shame, too, because where I'm actually at with One Piece right now, like, I can see why... Alright, so, I haven't seen much of him post-time skip yet, but I did see what they were trying to do with him, Law, and Luffy back in Sabaody, and it's like, I can see how they're trying to gas him up, but, like, this is just hype moments in ore farming, literally. Like, there's nothing... Law... I know he's gonna turn into a little bit of a fraud later on, but it feels like nothing's really... Kid especially just feels like there's nothing really going on with him at all. Sure, first option, why not? Dang. Never the first option with him. Maybe he's a bit more on the cautious side. I gotta go with the second options now. Okay. And I have a point. Yeah, I can understand why people think Kid is a fraud. Useless mid, indeed. Anyway, hi Gildasaura. Wow, you look wretched. Again, it's not because of the 3DS, because the 3DS like is a moderately powerful console. Like when you start blowing it up, or rather, it's powerful enough to run some decent assets on there. Nice face, but man, no, it's mostly this game has some really horrible fucking PNGs going on. Sure. I accept. That always gives me green stuff. I'm not sure what that's doing for me, actually. Maybe it's health. Maybe I'm getting health restored, actually. Funny thought. Oh, hi, Rebecca. You're still here. Cool. All right. Well, I know we're going to find him at some point anyway. Anyway, also oftentimes when you're going through those little end cards, you'll frequently be confronted with yeah, you just end up using ship energy in order to do this action, which is again why you want to occasionally just rest up so as to keep it on the going, keep on the up and up. All right, next one should be fixed also, believe. Yes. Okay. You think one of these would actually just be Dressrosa proper, but no. Like, I think it's just some generic ass town that we have. Why is that? I couldn't really tell you, actually. More so than that, seeing just a generic bland island like this in the middle of the fucking New World, like, bro. Like, it's gonna get flattened by some random sea king just going around. Remember the pain joke about the hockey Susanoo or the hockey domain expansion? I'm pretty sure both of those are real in a way now. I don't know that joke, actually. Anyway, hello again, Rebecca. So we still have one more island to go through. I believe it's going to be more of the same shebang. But once we get to the final island, it will just be boss fight. Hi, Fujitora. How are you doing today? Baba, I am far enough into Dressrosa now that I have gotten the introduction to Fujitora. And man... His intro is really cool, I will not lie. I had some different critiques about it though, but it's still pretty cool. It's just the fucking weirdest thing that we have such a cool moment for him in Dressrosa, but he's done like nothing since. No comprende, but alright, sure. Anyway, speaking of, yes, hello hype moments in horror team. There we go. That's fucking rock solid right there. Alright, can we bully this blind man? Absolutely. Once we get to the Admiral story, I will definitely be hard lighting Fujitora. There's no way I'm not going to. That's not bad. I need to find a better way to capitalize off of that though. Yep. Let's see what we got. Alright, so Fujitora doesn't really have much of a neutral, but he's got really good buttons on his melee attacks. So you want to be careful about that. I think you can just go for this as an ender, and it'll get you some good damage. By the way, a reminder, if you press L1 and square, sorry, L and square, in this case, I think it's going to be translated to L and X, I want to... No, L and Y. That's your standing overhead attack. I haven't been hit by that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Come here, sir. Oh, fuck. Alright. Nope. Just trying to tap him out right now. There we go. Oh my god. No fucking way this is real combo, chat. No fucking way. There we go. Not sure what's going on with like the glass shattering effect whenever I hit the overhead, but I'll take it. There's that one Pain and Naruto parody video where Pain is trying to tell Naruto that Mihawk and stronger than Shanks after Shanks one-tapped Kid with a sword technique. Remember to look up the cycle of Shanks. Man, I still feel like I do not understand that whole hockey man joke. Like, what are we talking about here? Kurt, you're here. Can you explain the hockey man? joke to me or whatever it is. I feel like I'm really in the dark with that one, actually.